Welcome to the Morning Swim Show for Friday, March 18th, 2011. I'm your host, Peter Bush, in the Phoenix Monitor today. We'll talk to Peter Richardson and Carl Weigley. They are, respectively, the head swim coach at Fresno Pacific and the star guy swimmer for the team. They just won their second straight NAIA men's team title. The guys join us right now in the Phoenix Monitor. Welcome to the show, guys, and congratulations.
Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it.
All right, so you won the meet by more than 100 points. Did I hear that right?
Yeah, we won the meet by more than 100 points, including we also had a disqualified relay. So we swam pretty well.
I heard there were 2 DQs. Was one on the women's side?
Yeah, one on the women's team, one on the men's team. And it's interesting to start the interview with this, but yeah, it was my coaching staff and I, specifically myself, failed to turn in the relay cards in on time. We turned them in during the race and not before the race. And though our women won the 200 freestyle relay and our men won and set a national record in the 200 freestyle relay, we were disqualified after they realized that our entry cards weren't in on time. And so it was obviously a difficult moment, but it was really awesome to see how the kids responded and how incredible they swam and how they had my back. So.
Well, you're just trying to keep it close.
Yeah.
Now, Coach, I know that the women's, they had a great meet, too. They didn't win. Did that DQ, by any chance, prevent the championship?
No, it did not. No, it did not. CBU had more than enough points to cover the 40 points we would have won by. But I do want to congratulate our women's team. You know, it was national runner-up. And I don't know if you know this, Peter, we redshirted the NAIA Swimmer of the Year last year, Cheyenne Kaufman, who's been she's been 22.6 flat start in the 50 free and 53.7 in the 100 back. And we redshirted her this year, and she's going to return next year. And so to see our women not only swim fast, but get second place, which we had never done before, without someone who has carried the team the last 3 years, was really impressive.
All right, so you've got girls who can go 22.6 flat start 50. Carl, you just broke the NAIA national record in the 100 fly, your own, 47.7, a very good time. I mean, Carl, why do you go to a school like that and bypass your chance to swim at maybe a Division I school?
Well, coming out of high school, I hadn't swam at all 8th, 9th grade, just swam high school my sophomore and junior year, and got back into club swimming my senior year. So I think I kind of flew under the radar a little bit of some bigger schools, and I didn't really want to go to a huge swimming school and just kind of be a guy that didn't really make a difference in a program. So I decided to come to Fresno Pacific, where I could help create a team from the ground up and really play a big role in the development of the program.
Coach Richardson, do you just try and find kind of those raw talent guys like Carl who maybe the big schools are missing out on? Or, I mean, how do you successfully pull in talented swimmers and convince them that this is the best place for them to grow?
Well, the key is trying to get them on campus. We don't have the name recognition as some of the big schools do, in the Division I programs. But if we get them on campus, they see that a small school, an 18-to-1 student to faculty ratio, and it's a beautiful campus, and they see that, well, okay, this is neat. And then when you get to know the other athletes, you go to a basketball game and you got class with all those basketball players. It's easier to root for them. You feel more in tune with the university as a whole. And we recruit hard. We're on the phones and we're visiting and talking to coaches and all that kind of stuff. Pretty standard stuff there. But we hope when they get here on campus, they see something different in our program. They see how we care about each individual swimmer, and hopefully they see that difference, that spark, if you will ultimately lead them to Fresno Pacific.
What would you advise a swimmer who came in and turned out to be a super talent that sort of went under the radar, and by their sophomore year were putting up, times that would score at Division I, and they thought, Coach, that's just it's the next step I got to take. I got to transfer. What would you say?
Yeah. It's a great question, but I would say that we already kind of have that, and Weigley obviously is right there, not necessarily scoring at NCs, but right at the NC cuts. Cheyenne Kaufman going 22-6 this year, and 53-7. She's had some opportunities to possibly do that, and after her sophomore year, she talked to me and she wanted to check out some options, and ultimately she came back to us and said, I believe in what we're doing here, and you've got me to this point. You're going to take me even further. And in light of the 2012 Olympic trials coming up, we've got a kind of a quote unquote elite group that's going to be doing extra long course training, and we're trying to let them reach their goals, whatever they are. We don't want to limit them, and so that's what we're doing right now. Is we're making our year-and-a-half plan out from June 2012. And we're setting the bar high. We're going to try to make some noise and make some waves in Omaha.
A lot of people might be surprised to know that you guys have had so much success in a very short amount of time. This is just the 4th year of the program. Carl, you were actually in the inaugural class, one of the first guys to ever sign. I mean, Carl, first I'll ask you, what have you noticed from day one to now 4 years later?
Really just how close we are as a team. I think that was one of the main factors. Pete, you can go into his office at any time or text him or call him if you need to talk to him. He's there, ready to help you out. So just our first year, we had probably 8 guys, 5 girls at nationals, something like that. And now we took a full guys team and full girls team my senior year, but we still maintain a close family atmosphere. And I think just that's the biggest factor, because you want to perform for your teammates and do well and get them a national championship as well.
Coach, did you envision it happening this quickly?
To be honest, I'd say no. In our 3rd year last year, winning the title was obviously something special. This one was even more special because of the adversity and the trials we kind of went through not just only throughout the season, but at the meet as well. Yeah, to think where we are now and to see the kind of times the guys are posting off on relays and all that kind of stuff is it's a bit surprising, but I'd have to give the credit obviously to the athletes who work so hard. I'm not in there swimming those races. Those guys are the ones swimming those times, and certainly want to give the glory to God too. He's certainly been with us the whole time.
Well, congratulations, guys, on a great season. Good luck going forward.
Thanks a lot, Peter.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
All right, that's Peter Richardson and Carl Weigley joining us from Fresno Pacific, and that is it for today's show. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish.